everyone, it's Missy. It's 18 weeks after average date of last frost, and I have a few things on my list to do. The only thing that I won't be addressing is the ornamental gourds. I do not have any in my garden this year, but you would want to harvest them when they're ripe and wash and cure for several weeks in a warm, airy location if you want to have those for decorating for fall. Otherwise, let's head out into the garden and see what everything looks like. I still have a few items left out in my garden. As you can see, my lettuce has gone to seed, which is fine. I'm pretty much done with that for the year. There is one item that I am still harvesting, and that's my root crops. And you can see my carrots under here. I just pick them as I need them, and then I leave the rest in the ground. And that's perfectly fine to do at this time of year because the cool temperatures kind of help preserve them. The only time I would actually come in here and pick all my root crops is if we were going to get a hard freeze and a lot of snow. But we shouldn't have that yet for a week or so. So these will just be used as I need them for eating, soup, stews, and you can see that they're really nice and big and look really good under here. With it being late fall, you can see that my blueberry plants are changing, and it's been so pretty around here. We normally don't get to have the fall color last too long because of the wind. It usually blows the leaves off of everything and it doesn't last, but this year it's just been absolutely gorgeous. So I've been really appreciating the walks around the neighborhood and so forth for viewing the fall colors. But what you're supposed to be doing this week is taking your pots, your window boxes, and cleaning those out and washing them, getting them ready for next year. I do not do that, of course, because I want to keep these as perennials. Now, blueberries are perennials where I live. I just keep them in pots so that way I can monitor their pH soil level more easily than if I had them in the ground. So what I'm doing is I am burying the pots in the ground so the soil level in the pot is at the same level as the surrounding soil in the ground. This will make sure that the roots do not freeze and they will be flourishing next year. And so, like I said, all I do is I find an empty spot in my garden, and this happened to be where the lettuce was, and I just took and dug a hole that's about the same circumference as my pot, and I have my Patriot here that I got to bury. And you just set the pot, there we go, set the pot in the ground, making sure that it is level. And then I just take the dirt and just work it in around the pot, and you want to make sure that it's around the pot firmly so that way there are no air gaps or anywhere that the frost can come in and harm the roots in the pot. So once I have all that in, I don't have to water it in or anything like that. But I also do this for my mint. My mint is also a perennial, but I keep it in a pot so it doesn't take over the garden. The only other thing this week that I wish I could have done but can't is I have my bush beans over here, and I've left the beans on the plant, and I wanted to harvest them as dry beans. And normally, any given year, my plants and my pods are brown, the seeds are dry, and I can show you the harvest process. But we haven't had the hard frost that I've been waiting for. We've just had light frost. So all the plants are green and they're still growing. And you can see I still left my peppers. I told you I was going to pull these up weeks ago, and they're still flourishing. I haven't even covered them or anything, and I'm still harvesting peppers. That is so unusual for my growing zone. So I'm just taking advantage of the nice warm weather. We've been in the 80s, close to 90s. It's the end of September, almost October. I can't believe I'm saying that where I live. But yeah, so I'm still harvesting stuff out of my garden. Take advantage of that while you can. And that should wrap it up for this week. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.